Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Tarot by Izzy. Welcome to the centre of Scotland, or central Scotland. It is a fantastic day today. I've had a really good day. It's sunny, it's spring, the birds are chirping, sky's blue, couple of small clouds, but a great day. Anyway, can I say thank you for your company today. Thank you for the messages I've received. I really appreciate them. I do read them and respond as well. And I hope you're going to enjoy the next 20 minutes or so in my company. Can I please ask you to bear in mind when you read the descriptions that these readings are for entertainment purposes only, for laughs and giggles. Things change. Life changes. We have things that are thrown at us. If you do have any serious issues or facing any major challenges in your life, physically or with your well-being, please do seek professional help. I am not qualified in that area. And as I say, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. So, as I say, continuing the theme of the 6 degrees of separation, when I'm asking people to like, subscribe and share with the view that I might get to meet some of my stars. It's on my bucket list since I turned 60. Anyway, today, continuing on with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial at the Fairfax County Court in Virginia, I thought we'd have a wee look from the perspective of what the Butler saw. Okay, maybe Ben King won't be happy me calling on the Butler, but in the UK, moneyed people, royalty, they would have butlers, and they oversaw things and made sure things went to plan. Highly organised. It's a highly skilled job. I'm not knocking it. I mean, probably if I ever become rich, I might have a house manager myself one day. So anyway, we're going to go from Benny King's perspective, and I'm using the Mystic Monday tarot. That's what we're using today. I've been giving them a good wee shuffle. So, I've sort of copied some of an article, and this is from the femalefirst.co.uk. Ben King, who worked for, and I'm quoting from the article, Ben King, who worked for Johnny in 2015 and 2016. Now, he might have worked for both of them. I'm not sure about that, and that might need clarification. And stayed in a nearby house, took to the stand at Fairfax County Court on Monday, the 25th of the 4th, 2022, or before 2022 in America, and opened up on arriving at the home after Depp had gone to hospital. He said, I spoke to, and it's in brackets, the doctor, David Kipper, who was in the kitchen area, seemingly, I'm trying not to laugh, seemingly rummaging through a bin. He said Mr. Depp had sustained an injury to his finger, one of his fingers, and he was looking for the fingertip that had been severed, and that's in quotes. King said he offered to help find the fingertip. Right, stop it. Stop laughing. Because it is a serious injury, and it would be serious to somebody like Johnny Depp, because he's a musician as well, okay? It's just, I just have a weird sense of humour. So, he offered to help find the fingertip, and as he looked around the house, he saw the damage caused by the fight. These are all allegedly. This is all getting said in court, and I'm quoting from this article. He added, in brackets, there was a chunk taken out of the marble staircase, a smashed potted plant, a collapsed ping pong table and a lot of broken glass on the floor. King claimed the finger was found in a bloody paper towel near the bar area. He testified, and in quotes, it was within that scrunched up piece of paper on the tiled floor at the end of the bar, the base of the bar by one of the bar stools. Close quote. King claimed he saw further damage around the bar area, including art supplies strewn about and more wreckage, end quote. And another, open quote, another chunk taken out of the marble bar, broken mirrors everywhere, a cracked TV, and a perfectly good cream couch are ruined by streaks of blood. My goodness. He added, on the floor around the area there were puddles of what smelled like alcohol to me. There were there were there were seemed like several drinking glasses and a couple of bottles. One was a Solentia vodka bottle. I probably murdered that as well. You'll get that in the English translation. King claimed he then packed the fingertip in a plastic bag with ice while the doctor and the bodyguard took it to the hospital. So that's where we're going from, and I'm sorry for laughing. Right, okay. What did the butler see? Let's go from Ben King's perspective. I think this was March 2015. I think. Don't quote me on that. So, and I'll put the article in the description so you can have a look at that. So, it's back to the hexagram we're going to be looking at again, the 7 cards. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's just leave that there. Right, so what influences were in play that night when Ben King was playing Hunt the Fingertip? What, what what was the influences? What was going on? Oh, it was a tower. Woof! No, I think that says it all. That was the influences that night. It was the tower. And in the upright, usually you can rebuild from that. You know, it's like that game. I don't. Is it Jenga? I don't. Anyway, so we've got the tower and it's in the reverse, and that's what was going on that night. There was a hullabaloo, and everybody got called into this situation by the looks of it. It was like the crap hit the fan that night, and I've got a feeling that people might have been running around like headless chickens. I mean, because you've got 2 stars here, and they're probably thinking, oh my goodness, if this hits the press, what are we going to do now? And Ben King's thinking, well, from a Butler manager's point of view, having to manage that situation. You know, as I say, in the upright, it's abrupt changes. You know, it's destruction. Well, I've just read out all about the furniture being destructed, and you know the fingertip going missing, and it would have been a rude awakening. You know, so obviously there's a huge event happened that night, and I think Ben was thinking, massive changes going on here. How do we avoid this being any worse than what it is? And then how do we manage and control the situation and not necessarily make it go away, but you know, as I say, manage, because there's going to be inquiries, people talk, and obviously if people are talking, it's all over the world now. So that's what was happening that night. The tower just went bang, upside down. So So how did Ben King feel, the house manager feel, former house manager, and this is allegedly only, feel when he was working with Amber Heard? How did he feel about working with Amber Heard? And this is allegedly, okay? So this was Ben's view of working with Amber Heard, how he viewed Amber, and it is the devil in the upright. Now, the devil is, and again it's another major arcana, it is, it can be, I can't use that word because I might get cut off, I might not be able to use that, I might not get back on again. It is engaging in um, uh, sins that aren't necessarily good for you, using wiles and enticement, um, a, um, temptation, addictions, enslavement, um, doubts, um, and being in bad relationships. So immature doubts, entanglements in relation to addictions of all kinds. It could be sexual addictions, it could be substance addictions, it could actually be obsessive behaviours, it could be materialism, all the negatives. That's how he viewed. And again, as I say, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. So, how did he feel about working with Johnny? Well, it's the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic, but he viewed working with Johnny as a partnership. He saw it in a positive light and he enjoyed working with Johnny, probably up until that night where the tower went upside down. So, as I say, the Two of Cups is definitely, it's a positive card. It's a happy card. It's a partnership card. So he had no regrets working with Johnny at that time. So, see, not necessarily the same with uh, Amber Heard, but with Johnny Depp, he felt it was partnership. They were complementary. He enjoyed working with him. He enjoyed um, being the strength for Johnny, managing his situations, managing his diaries, and negotiating. Like what a manager does, like a good PA, butler type person does. They're very skilled at their jobs, I have to say. So, how did he feel about giving evidence to the defamation trial? How is he feeling about that? Well, his feeling is having to work, the Three of Cups is usually a partnership, and he's there as part of the defence, I would imagine. He'll probably get cross-examined. Not that I know much about court. So there's been a partnership here, and it's Johnny, the legal team, and himself working together. It's in the upright, and it could have been, usually it can be like a celebration as well. Um, and it's, having shared goals, and working within the community. It's having harmony. So that's how he feels about providing evidence. He feels that he, he's taking part, and he's happy to take part. He feels it's his duty to take part, and he feels it's part of the partnership there. Could I say part anymore? Right, what we have here, I haven't even asked the question, and I have turned the card. Right, now this one did give me a bit of a giggle. How did Ben King feel about Amber Heard's lawyer, Ben Rottenborn, I think, objecting to his own question. So he had asked Ben King a question, and he was answering, and then my understanding, if I picked it up correctly, Ben said um, that it was hearsay, I think, and Jenny, the judge, Penny Ascarte, apologies if I've mispronounced that, said, well, you asked the question, so how did Ben feel about Amber Heard's lawyer objecting to his own question? And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And I think he saw that as a wee bonus. And he saw that as, you know, he couldn't have asked for a better thing to happen. He couldn't have manifested that himself. He saw that as an opportunity. That basically it looked like the defence is on the back foot. And you know, probably Ben King was feeling himself within himself that he appears he's the one that has the common sense, the intelligence, and the abilities, and that the universe is supporting Ben King and probably Johnny Depp's and Ben King's point of view case, and that is having an impact on Amber Heard's defence lawyer, because he did certainly seem a bit rattled. I did get a bit of a giggle at that as well. I really need to stop laughing because, in all seriousness, it is people's lives that are being impacted here, but some of it is slapstick comedy. It really is. And I think I'm a wee pensioner here, and some of these people are getting paid probably a lot of money. A lot of money. So, how do we think, obviously Ben King was like, that was an own goal there, pal. How did Ben Rottenbottom feel? Well, we have the nine of swords here. So, Ben Rottenbottom, Amber Heard's defence lawyer, felt like he was under severe pressure. It can be emotional, it can be physical. He just wanted to cut off up into a ball and hide. And because all these daggers are coming out just now, and this is going to be all around the internet, the legal teams are going to be laughing their heads off. It'll probably be a teaching moment for some of the young people that are taking up the legal profession of how not to be a trial lawyer and object to your own questions. So this is how Amber Heard's defence lawyer Ben Rottenborn felt after he asked that question, objected to his own question, and the judge, Penny Ascarte, reminded him, well, you asked the question. So how does Ben King think this is going to turn out? And the court case. Ben King is still going to be, he's in the upright. He's in between the offensive and the defensive. Obviously, he's on the defensive because he's part of Johnny Depp's defence, along with the legal team there. He's a witness for Johnny Depp. So he's continuing this balance of being defensive, under the questioning from Amber Heard's lawyers, and he's going on the offensive where he disagrees maybe with some statements that have been said. So all in all, I think we've had a lot of entertainment from Ben King. I've enjoyed listening to his testimony. It'll be good to hear the rest of it as well. So this is where we're at just now. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. It's interesting to see the influences that night, the tower crashing moment, how he viewed Amber Heard as the devil, how he viewed working with Johnny Depp as the two of cups working in partnership, and he enjoyed working with Johnny. How he's very happy to be giving evidence and working in partnership with the defence team and Johnny Depp to provide that evidence. How he saw this as a golden opportunity when Amber Heard's defence lawyer made a bit of a fool of himself, to be frank. And we know how this has impacted on Amber Heard's lawyer. He's not going to live this down for a long time. He'll probably have no sleepless nights for a wee while. One rattled guy. And we now know that Ben King is in that position. It's very much he can do the defence, he can bat away things, and he can go on the offensive as well. And again, that is a sign of a good manager. I know he was John Depp's former manager, as someone who can take up that pole, that wand, and he can defend anything that's coming in for any of his employers. I think he's a very loyal individual, and he can go on the offensive and defend whoever he's working for as well. So I hope you've enjoyed the reading today, folks, and please remember my 6 degrees of separation. I need I need your help. Please help me by liking, subscribing and sharing, and one day I'll get to meet some of my heroes and get to go on a trip to the USA and Hollywood. Okay, thank you for joining me, folks. Take care. Bye.